Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. رب زدني علما. اللهم فقهنا في الدين. آمين يا رب العالمين. Lesson number 18. Division of particles based on the agent. Agent particles that change the case of present tense verb. They are also known as agent particles for present tense. Come, let's have a look at the previous lessons. The particles are divided into three based on number 1, the lam-e-tarif, introductory lam, which has huruf-e-shamsi, sun letters, and huruf-e-qamari, moon letters in it. Number 2, based on the vowels, which has the huruf-e-illat, vowels, and huruf-e-sahih, consonants in it. And number 3, based on the agents, which has huruf-e-amila, agent particles, and huruf-e-ghair-amila, non-agent particles. The agent particles are of two types. Number 1, agent particles for noun, huruf-e-amila dar ism, and agent particles for present tense, huruf-e-amila dar fi'l mudari. In the previous lesson, we have clearly studied about the 7 types of agent particles on nouns, which are prepositions, particles resembling the verbs ma, la, calling particles, waw, and illa. Inshallah, today we will study in detail the second type of agent particles for present tense. Agent particles for present tense. This is the second type of agent particles. The name itself clearly depicts that the agent particles work on the present tense. The agent particles for present tense has 2 types, same like the agent particles for nouns had 7 types. Let's understand this with the help of a graph. The types of particles based on the agents are number 1, agent particles, huruf-e-amila, and number 2, non-agent particles, huruf-e-ghair-amila. The agent particles are further divided into number 1, agent particles for nouns, huruf-e-amila dar ism, and agent particles for present tense, huruf-e-amila dar fi'l mudari. The agent particles for present tense are further divided into number 1, huruf-e-nasiba or accusative particles. These particles that give nasab to the present tense verbs. And number 2, huruf-e-jazima or assertive particles, the particles that give jazm to the present tense verb. Come, let's understand these 2 types of agent particles for present tense. Number 1, accusative particles, huruf-e-nasiba. As is clear from the name, these are those particles that give a zabar or nasab to the present tense verb instead of the pesh and hence called huruf-e-nasiba or accusative particles. Nasiba is from nasab, that is the particles which give nasab. The other name of huruf-e-nasiba is nasib and nawasibul mudari. There are 4 huruf-e-nasiba: an, lan, kay, and izn. To memorize this, there is a poem on Urdu. An व लन फिर कई इज़न हैं ये हुरूफ़े नासिबा, करते हैं मंसूब मुस्तक़बिल को बेरुए वरिया. Let's understand these 4 accusative particles with meanings and example. The first huruf-e-nasiba is an. The meaning is that. Example, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أَيُحِبُّ أَحَدُكُمْ أَنْ يَأْكُلَ لَحْمَ أَخِيهِ مَيْتًا. The next example is أُرِيدُ أَنْ تَقُومَ. The second huruf-e-nasiba is lan. The meaning is never. Example is لَنْ تُقْبَلَ تَوْبَتُهُمْ. لَنْ يَذْهَبَ عَمْرٌ. Kay. The third huruf-e-nasiba is kay, meaning so that. كَيْ تَقَرَّ أَعْيُنٌ. أَسْلَمْتُ كَيْ أَدْخُلَ الْجَنَّةِ. The fourth huruf-e-nasiba is إِذَن, meaning then. Example, إِذَن أَشْكُرَكَ. Note that when an comes with present tense, then it is in the meaning of its root word or fi'l masdar, and it makes the root word specially for the future. This is the reason it is also called an masdariya. Example, أن تصوموا خير لكم, meaning your fasting is better for you. If an wasn't used, then the translation would have been you fast. But because of an, the meaning is of the masdar and in the future, and it has become special for the future. That is, the meaning is you're fasting. Lan also makes the present tense special for future and emphasizes it in the negative form. Example, lan yansura. Translation is, he will certainly or not or never help. Here also the present tense is giving the future a negative meaning. Kay is also nasiba masdariya like an. Example, Aslamtu kay adkhul al-jannata. Translation, I accepted Islam so that I enter Jannah. Here the verb I accepted Islam is giving the meaning of the reason to enter in Jannah because of kay. Isn always forms the answer to some words and gives nasab to the present tense with some conditions. The first condition is after idhan, the present tense should be in the meaning of future. There should not be anything except la-e nafi, negative lam, and oath in between idhan and the present tense. Example, idhan la azurak. Alhamdulillah, we have studied the first type of agent particles for present tense, huruf nasiba. Learn the huruf nasiba orally so that we know how to put the case or era properly. Now we will learn about the second type of agent particles for present tense, huruf jazima. Huruf jazima, assertive particles. Jazima is from jazm. These are those particles that give a sukoon or jazm to the present tense verb that comes after it. The other name of huruf jazima is jazimul mudari. There are 5 types of huruf jazima. Lam, lamma, li, lam amr, la, nahi, and in shartiya. There is a poem in Urdu to memorize them. इन वलम लम्मा वलामे अमरो लाए नहीं भी फेल को करता है जज़म इनमें से हर एक बेदगा. Come, let's understand these 5 huruf jazima with meaning and examples. The first huruf jazima in conditional, meaning if. Example, in tadrib, if you beat. The second huruf jazima is lam, meaning not. Example, lam yalid wa lam yulad. He neither begets nor is he begotten. The third huruf jazima is lamma, meaning not yet. Lamma yaktub, he has not written yet. The fourth huruf jazima is li lae amr, or commanding verb. The meaning is should. Example, liyashhad, he should give witness. The fifth huruf jazima is la-e nahi, or the negative lam, meaning don't do. Example, la tastakbir, don't be arrogant. Points to be noted. If waw or fa comes before the lam-e amr, then the waw of fa will make the lam-e amr li silent. Example, فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. So he should worship the Lord of this house. In this example, فَلْيَعْبُدُوا, fa has come before the lam-e amr li, because of which lam has become silent. Now let's see an example of waw also. وَلْيَطَلَقَّفْ, and he should be kind. Lam, if the la doesn't give a jazm to the present tense coming after it, then that la will be la-e nahi or la-e nafi, negative la, whose effect will be on the noun. Example, la yanfa'u nafsan. In this example, la, which is a la-e nahi, has given nasab to the noun nafsan coming after it. Now, la is not called la-e nahi, negative lam, whereas nafsan is called ism-la, noun of la. Also note that the meaning of lamma is when, but when it gives a jazm to the present tense verb coming after it, then its meaning is not yet. The noon-e-i'rabi, noon of the case of huruf-e-jazima, is deleted, whereas the noon-e-niswa, the feminine noon, is not affected. Example, فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا. In this example, because of the huruf-e-jazima, lam, the noon-e-i'rabi, that is noon, the noon of taf'aluna, has been deleted and it becomes taf'alu. The second example is وَلَا تَقْضَعْنَا بِالْقَوْلِ. Here, the huruf-e-jazima la has not affected the noon and niswa of taqda'na. In the same way, the vowels are deleted from the huruf-e-jazima. Example, when lam comes before yujibu, then the vowel ya is deleted and it becomes lam yujib. In the same way, if there is yantahi after lam, then the ya, that is a vowel, is deleted and it becomes lam yantahi. Please be clear that all the types of verbs are agents or amil. Inshallah, in the next class, we will study which type of noun will work on which type, that is, whose i'rab will be changed. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.